I tell you something that I've realized getting older. That itch is the majority of the time better that you scratch it yourself. If you are not in a place where the person that you want to scratch it at the time is going to understand that they're just a scratcher for this time, then unless you want something long term with them, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's the way you said it. So unless you want something long term with them, it makes no sense to just do that one off or have this casual thing, because there's always consequences to that. There's always consequences to that. Yeah. And I learned that. I'll be really transparent. I learned that late.
I told you what happened. I told you what happened when I gave my energy to that one woman. Is she still in here chilling? Okay, I'm gonna close the door.
Okay. Is Sarah sleeping?
No, she not. I was like, hopefully they don't bust the door open. That's why I'm just trying to record a live podcast. You know, don't nobody care about it. But, you know what I mean? I just be trying to record myself.
It's cool. You get it. It's life. It's fine. This is real life.
Remember when I told you? That's when I told you I gave my energy to that one young lady, and
I remember.
It just, that's what I'm saying. Like, and this, you know me, like, this is what I'm learning. So I love the fact that we get to do this, because it's just my understanding and how I'm trying to grasp the concept of energy. When I tell you, that's what I'm saying, I might be able to go back through my messages, but when you say, when somebody says they're working on buying homes, or they got money for this, or they, you know what I mean, or they just settled some $100,000 deal or two, you know what I mean, like some real good money type of stuff, and you sitting here like trying to figure out like how you about to make another 10 back, you know what I mean, like just not, it's like they might be scaling up here, but you're not up there yet. You still kind of small time, but they talking about they're gonna help you, and they talking about they're gonna, you know what I mean, like, and even if it's just knowledge, that's what I'm saying. Like, for a woman to say, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I didn't make myself available. I opened myself up, but when you come at me with bullshit, I'm gonna give you some bullshit back.
Right. So what was the
other
bullshit?
than that, but that's like, other than that, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like, I'll be like, the texting is cool. Call me. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if a dude ever did this to you and just been like, I'm good on the texting, just call me. And you never call him.
Yeah, I have done that.
And you never call him. What do you expect to happen after that? Bro, I'm busy. Like, can I hear your voice? Like, I'll be more calm and less irritated with you knowing that you're not giving me any time by giving me a simple phone call. But
I've done that.
That's what I'm saying. 6 months ago by whatever, but now you still think you number one chick. Like,
all right. Let me tell you from a woman's perspective. Let me tell you from my perspective why that's happened, why I've done that, why it's happened. Okay. So firstly, my time, I'd rather give somebody money than my time, because my money is my most valuable currency. My time is my most valuable currency. Money is on a lower scale than that. I'm not going to get this time back, as far as I know, in this realm, in this lifetime anyway. Right. And sometimes I find interactions very draining. Sometimes I find, if it's in the physical or if it's on a phone call, whatever, if I've had like a really full-on day, especially doing what I do, because I'm an intervention and prevention specialist, I work with children, I'm a mentor, so I'm always kind of taking on people's emotions, whether that's the children's or the parents or whatever. So sometimes when I now come back into my space, it takes a couple of days for me to recoup, just because if I could not talk for a couple of days, I would not talk. It's because I've got children that I have to talk. I can't not talk. Do you know what I mean? So Yeah, so for me, so for me, it's I don't want to give somebody crumbs of me. I don't want to talk to somebody when I'm really tired, especially someone that I like and somebody that I want to get to know. I don't want to talk to someone when I'm really, really tired or I'm just not in a good space, like mentally, or I've had a lot on, I'm drained or whatever. I would rather speak to them when I'm grounded, I have the time, I haven't got 101 distractions, my other phone's ringing, this, that. I don't want all of that. I want to give my whole attention. I'd rather not talk to you until I could do that. Secondly, a lot of guys want to act like they want the privileges. They want to have this pretend relationship with you when you're not actually in a relationship. They want to have this exclusivity and monopolize all your time, speak to you in the morning, speak to you in the afternoon, speak to you in the evening, all night until you fall asleep, because they want to know that you're the only one that they're speaking to. I'm only going to do that with my partner. I can't just, if you say to me, I want you to be my partner and this is where we're heading and I'm in agreement, then cool, that makes sense. But I can't just do that with, I'd be on the phone all the time if that was the case. And it's not to say that you're not special or whatever the case may be, you could be, but it has to, let me see some consistency. Take the time. There's no rush, because right now we're in a culture where everything's rush, 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 rush. You message someone, they want to meet you tomorrow. There's no kind of getting to know and blah 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 and all of this stuff. And I don't know if it's old or what. I don't know what it is. But that doesn't appeal to me. I'm just like, what's the rush? Like, relax. Like, message me a few times. Let's send a couple of voice notes. Then we can talk. Do you know what I mean? Why do you? Because then I just think this is what you do. You do this all the time. You just want to talk to women as many as you can. Do you know what I mean? Put me on the rota and finesse me into thinking that it's this situation and get what you want, and then where do things go from there? And I haven't even had time to really decide if you're somebody I want to be with, but you've decided that I'm somebody you want to be with, so you're now, or you want something from, so you're now on this aggressive wanting to speak to me every day, this aggressive, it feels like grooming sometimes.
Right. I mean, that goes into the high value thing, because men that think they're high value got options. Like, I mean, and that's what it's if the man feels like he's high value. Of course, you may not think he's high value, but if he has any kind of high value that he feels about himself, baby girl, that's what I'm saying. Like you said, she might not want to talk to him, and that's understandable. So I have to understand what energy that I was okay with and what I was letting enter my world. Because like you said, these women ain't close. I'm not getting into a relationship with somebody 300, 400, 500 miles away. So none of this even matters. Texting is not a form of communication. So like I said, we talked about that, but you just said you might not even have the time. I'm okay, love. You have a good day.
Oh my God.
Like, I literally, no hard feelings. You're just too busy. It's okay. I'll go find somebody else.
So okay, maybe I think, do you know what? I think I'm so extra. I think I'm just very extra. What you're saying to me is making me realize that I'm so extra. However, I feel like it works for me. I feel like it works for me, because if I was to give someone my time and my energy, and without me being in, my spirit, my mind, and my heart being in complete agreement, just because that's what they wanted, that would piss me off if they didn't then do what I expected them to do. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like I've gone out on a limb. Remember, my time, that's like me saying to you, give me access to your bank account. We've just started talking, but give me your PIN number, give me your card, give me access to your bank account. That's the equivalent of someone saying to me, I want your time all the time. That's what they're saying to me. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you went over time though, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't spring something out of the blue. That's what I'm saying. Like, pause.
No worries.
There, what were you pressing? I mean, if you cut it off again, I'm just kicking you out. I'm not about to deal with this. Let's
Original
go.
silent assassin. She's
Go.
so quiet, bless
He
her.
wants to sit in my lap all day, and I'm no.
Oh, let her come. We want to see her.
No.
Come stay.
Cause that's what I'm saying. I won't even be able to post a video because it's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse playing in the background the whole video. It'll get shut down. I wouldn't even be able to. It's like Facebook could shut the whole video down. I promise you. It'll be like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in the background. We can't play the audio, and then next thing you know, it's a whole all of this, and then ain't no words on it.
Okay, no, you can't get a break.
That's why I forgot specifically what I was saying.
You were talking about time because you said I was talking about time.
Oh yeah. So that's when like I don't spring this out of the blue. That's when like some of these you know, young women I've known since earlier in my, you know, since last year when I first even started getting on Facebook. So it's like it ain't nobody new that I'm like dealing with, like somebody fresh, like a month or two. Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, pause, you're done. Bye. Go there with your sister. Yeah, bye.
Hi, Shona.
That's my it's like maybe it's like I'm gonna have to chop this part up. So let me re-say it. Like I said, the people that I've even associated myself with literally has been over a year now. So I'm like that's why, you know, I can't see what you've been texting for a year. That don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like, like phone call would be nice. And that's what I'm saying. You know,
that's enough.
Like 3-4 months pass by. Come on, my G.
Nah, you're right. That's fair enough. No, that's fair enough.
I'm sitting on the couch and put the cartoons on for her. She can't be in here no more. She's not sitting in my lap. No. I had to tell her.
How many kids is that, darling?
Yeah, I'm like, having girls is rough, bro. That's why she be looking at me like, no, I'm not picking you up right now. Like, get out of my face.
Yeah. Having girls definitely it's a girl thing. It definitely is a girl thing. It's all good. Evening time is coming.
That's why I don't stress it. But that's when like I don't, and that's when like if that's why if it's ever a case of, well, you know, you getting out the same energy, you know, if you're getting back the same energy you're putting out, and then at that point I say, okay, I fall back, I work on myself, legit, like, or that's what I'm saying. I normally, you know what I mean? I normally just take a step back because I'm just like.
No, it makes sense. 3-4 months of not speaking to someone, I think that's fair enough. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have gone that period of time without speaking to someone before, but they didn't, you know, different people have different preferences in the way they communicate. So some people are absolutely fine with texting, some people are cool with voice notes, other people are cool with phone calls, you know what I mean? For those people that have waited that long, I don't think that they had an issue with messaging, because I feel like if they did, they will call me. Do you know what I mean? And they didn't attempt to call me, and they didn't ask me, because they could message me all day long. And you know why I like messaging? Because I could be doing 1,000,001 things and you wouldn't know. You would not know. Whereas if you're on the phone to me, you would know. And I would feel quite disrespectful. I'll feel like I'm disrespecting